Well, you ain't gonna get nothing done because Nooner won't shut the hell up long enough.
You got to take
do
a different
nothing.
way. Did you know? Here's what's funny about Nooner. Of course, I know our audience doesn't know Nooner, but Nooner's a guy I went to school with, a year older than Buddy, but he's my age. Actually, he might be a year older than me.
They won't care. They're going to hear Nooner and be like, oh hell
Well,
yeah.
Nooner has Parkinson's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, you sit there and eat with him, his hands just shaking, which I hate for him, but you know. But otherwise, he's okay. But that fool who's retired from Clemson University Police, retired from the Sheriff's Department, cuts grass. He's got a couple of cemeteries and yards and stuff. Guess what that fool is in the process of doing now?
Hold on, let us guess.
Getting married, which,
Nope.
let's see.
He's done that twice.
He going to open a restaurant.
Nope.
Nothing with knives, okay.
Yeah.
He's going to start a CCP class.
Nope.
Like a concealed weapons class. Thank God. He is going to start digging graves.
Nope.
Well, fuck.
Oh, we done then.
Yeah, that's all I got.
He is in the process of getting his CDL to drive a school bus. Now,
Well,
I can go
I'd have
ahead
never
and tell
guessed that.
you right now that
Ain't
will
gonna
not
work.
end well.
That's not gonna work one little bit.
Hopefully, somebody at the highway department catches him and don't pass him through. Good news is if they do, there's an awful lot of play in them big-ass bus wheels.
Yeah,
So,
but, dealing with the mamas and the daddies and
that
grandmas
ain't gonna work.
now,
So, but anyway, that's funny that he's going through that process to get his CDL, and I'm like, wow.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much money
Well,
can
but
you
Earl,
lose?
listen.
Think
If I
of
was
this
him, I'd look at you and say, "Well, let me guess. You retire from Duke Power and you working every day. Why? See, that's what I'd
See,
say.
I ain't working every day no more.
Well, what happened was...
Did you retire from the well pumping?
Semi again. Randy's back helping him.
Again.
Well, Randy's back
Yeah.
helping him now,
Yeah.
so that. But every once in a while, if he's got a big job or
So Randy's stint in jail didn't last that long. Is that what you're saying?
no, yeah, he got out on good behavior.
And he's helping him again. Okay.
Nooner probably got behind a bus because I was behind one yesterday. I was actually behind two, and I was like, hell, I'm never going to get to work. Pick up this kid, pick up that kid. But they on the back of all the buses now, it says, need school bus drivers and technicians.
Yeah.
So he got behind one and thought, hell, I can do that.
Yeah. I'm one of them.
It's like anything. Driving the bus is
Yeah.
like driving a car. If you can drive, you can drive. Dealing with them rowdy kids and Brent, the way Brent described it, I don't know if I can regurgitate it. Mama with tank top, no bra, shorty shorts,
Cigarette.
beer in one hand,
Cigarette.
hanging out of her mouth. Mad because you made her kid sit down,
Yeah.
That's where it's going to be the problem.
Made her kid quit cussing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
put his clothes back on or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the thing, when I was behind those buses yesterday, the thing
Is this what you get me to tell us before I interrupted Earl about Mr. Land?
no, I was going to tell you about my travel to North Carolina,
Yeah.
but I'm on the bus thing still. So I was behind the buses yesterday, and I saw them pick up probably 8 children. 2 of the 8, they were 8 different stops. 2 of the 8 were standing out there waiting on the bus.
ready to go.
The other 6 were sitting in the parents' car at the end of the driveway waiting on the bus. I'm like, you're in the car. Why don't you just take them to school?
It's a mile down the road.
Yeah. It has to be. It has to be within like a 6-mile radius.
Yeah.
And they probably get on that bus and have to ride another 40 minutes
Yeah.
before they get to go. They could have them at school and back.
I was thinking, why
Yeah,
can't you
I've wondered some of those same things. And
It
again,
happens in front of my house every day.
you got to
Yeah.
realize how many crazy people out there in this world.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
this neighborhood over here, I can't imagine how many kids get on the bus over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
but
a mess.
some good parents will be like, come on, get in the car. I'll ride you down to the end of the road, and then I'll put you on the bus.
Yeah.
Well,
Mom, school's right down there.
Why don't you just take me to school? The school's literally
Right
half a
down
mile
there.
up the road. And why don't you just take me and drop me off? And I got shit to do. I got to go get cigarettes. I got to go get Michelobes. You my
and
third
see if I
priority.
can get this damn cable bill down because it's too high. It's too freaking high.
Yep.
Northland keeps overcharging me, I bet.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So you're traveling in.
You went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Where in North Carolina did you go? Raleigh?
all of it. All of it.
All of it.
Yeah. So I started, not all of it. I didn't do Asheville because I don't have no customers in Asheville because a lot of those people have like tie-dye hair.
Yeah, plus they ain't
That's
no
a good
reason to go to
reason not to
Asheville.
go if you don't have
Avoid Asheville. I
Yeah.
mean,
So I started in Greenville, South Carolina. Then I went northeast to Charlotte. Worked in Charlotte for a day. Then I went further northeast to Greensboro. Worked there for a day. Then I went east to Raleigh. Worked there for a day. Then I went further east to Wilmington. Worked there for a day. And then I came home.
Well, you
So
covered the best
yeah.
part of the state, biggest part of it.
So I was in Charlotte, whatever day, and it was morning time, so traffic was pretty thick, and I'm in the right lane. Normally, I'd be in the left lane. Y'all can attest. I'm going.
We on the way.
Problem is I don't know where I'm going exactly, so I'm gonna stay in the right lane.
but you don't get there quick.
Yeah.
You don't know where you go, but you're going to get there quick.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
But now I know I got to turn within the next
few miles.
And so I'm in the right lane thinking, I hope it's a right turn, So I'm in the right lane. We get to a traffic light, and there's probably 10 or 12 cars in each lane stacked up. And I'm the second car in the right lane. Well, next thing I know, here comes a motorcycle just whipping up between all of us to get to the front of the red light.
Don't you want to open your door?
And that's what, if I'd seen him coming and it'd been my truck, I would have, and then I'd have filed a claim, got me a new truck. It was a work truck, so I didn't.
Have to get you a new truck because you was injured.
Yep.
The motorcycle hurt him.
Oh, I'd have fell out in the damn road, just cracked my sternum.
Hollering for an ambulance. Bring an ambulance quick.
So I forgot about that. That's another story. That happened too. So I saw a lot. So he comes up to the front of the thing, and it's a
Now, was it a crotch rocket or a Harley?
crotch rocket.
Crotch rocket.
Yeah, Harleys have respect. They don't do that. A crotch rocket guy thinks, I'm going to get in the front. And I'm going to get out in front of y'all. Whatever. Sure.
Good
But
luck.
it was a 2-lane. So it was a 16 lane or however many lanes. It was a bunch of it. It was a big intersection. So he's up in the front now, and he's from, me to you probably, because there was a little Kia Sophia or some shit they don't make no more in front of me. And he's just revving his engine, getting ready for that light to change. And the light changes, and I don't know because I don't drive motorcycles or manual cars. But I feel like what he did is he dumped the clutch, hit the gas, and was going to do a wheelie, and he overdid it. Fell straight back on his back. Motorcycle's just in the middle of the intersection.
I'd have clapped.
I'd roll down the window and laugh.
Everybody stopped. Nobody's going from any direction now because they all saw it happen. So finally, the car in front of me just goes ahead and turns right. It's like, let me get out of the way. I get up to him. I put the window down. I'm like, damn, dude. I said, are you okay? And he's up, kind of going to fix. And his mirror flew off. One of his handlebars ain't doing well. So I said, man, are you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm all right. I said, are you sure? Because you kind of a fucking idiot. He, huh? And I said, I'll see you later. And I just turned. I was like, all right, this is my turn anyway. So I'm here. I was like, what are you doing? But I saw that happen, and I didn't record it because
I wasn't even going to go there. I knew that.
I thought when he came whipping up through the cars, he knew what he was doing. Evidently, he was a FI. He did not know what he was doing. And so he was flat on his back, middle of the intersection. I don't get embarrassed about a lot of stuff anymore because, one, I don't care. But if I did that in front of 45 cars thinking, oh, I got me a fancy little crotch rocket, and then I'm flat on my back in the middle of an intersection, and then I got to get up and try to pick my motor, and he was struggling to pick that thing up too. I was like, you ought not have this. Like, you should have training wheels.
Yeah, you know what I'd done? I mean, if I'd been that guy, I'd crawl over and I started doing push-ups, then I'd jump up and do jumping jacks, shit like that, act like I meant to do it,
Yeah, then pick my
that
bike
thing
up,
up.
then try it again. Try another wheelie. But yeah, he wasn't doing well. And then the next day, I was in some kind of in-between town, not like a big city, and I had a stop to make, and I was at a traffic light, and so I'm second car in the right lane again, and I'm thinking, oh, deja vu, here we go. I'm actually thinking I'm never going to see nothing like that again. The 2 cars in the left lane, first one takes off. Second one behind it is just itching to pass it. The first car takes off, slams on his brakes to turn left about 16 feet past the red light. Other car just rear ends it. The guy in the first car, passenger seat, gets out, and he's stumbling. He's like, oh, and now we're all stopped because we can't get by because he's in our lane. He's like, oh, my neck. So the first car goes ahead and turns right and gets out of the way. I ease up to the guy has neck issues now. He's like, oh, my neck. So again,
Did you ask him, was he all right?
put down my window.
Yeah.
And he's kind of wandering back to the middle, and I said, hey, man, are you okay? He's like, oh, my neck, call 911. I said, are you sure are you okay? He said, call 911. I said, I have shit to do. Can you move 6 feet to the left? He looked at me like, I was like, the way you turned your neck just now doesn't make me think that you have neck, because he went.
Plus, I saw your brother on his motorcycle yesterday.
Yeah. He's like, oh, and he moves out of the way, and I was like, thank goodness, because I did not want to sit here and have to do a damn statement
report.
about,
Yeah, and looking
This
up
guy wants a
911 number
settlement.
was out of the question, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, it's too bad. I'm driving. I can't. I signed a paper at work says I won't use my phone while I'm driving.
Yeah.
So the truck's in gear. I can't.
You're obligated now. Your
Yeah.
hands are tied.
Yeah,
I
can't do
can't
it,
help you,
mister.
brother. But if you could move 6 feet to the left and get out of my way so I could
Be
go
greatly
past you,
appreciated.
that'd be awesome. So that happened, and that was. I was trying to think of anything else that happened while I was up there, but that one was both of those were. I was like, I got to get out of North Carolina. Like, I knew Georgia drivers were bad, but once I got to North Carolina, and I was doing the outer loop around Charlotte, like the
485.
Yeah, I was doing that, and I was just trying to merge on to try to figure out where I'm going. You know, my GPS is telling me, but I'm like, is it 2 miles? Am I going to have to speed up and then slow down or is it 12 miles, or I might have to just catch traffic? And so I'm trying to look, and it's like in 600 feet, merge left. I'm like, okay, no shit, this lane's going to run out. So I'm like, okay, in 200 feet, merge left. I'm like, and then it's like, merge left, quick, go, go, go. I'm like, I don't know what GPS this is, but so I get in traffic, and these cars are just
92
zooming.
mile an hour.
I mean, now, if I know where I'm going, like when we take our golf trip to the beach,
You one of them.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm in the left lane, and I'm going because I know where I'm going. In this instance, I know where it's at. I know the name of the town, but I don't know where at.
You're right. Is it 2 miles, 20 miles, 200 miles?
And so they're just zooming past me, beeping the horn at me. I'm like, I'm not a senior citizen. Like, don't do that. I just don't know where I'm going.
Wait a minute. Don't be done in senior citizen.
So yeah, that was it was a trip, and it was, I got it done. I met a lot of people and went to a farm show, walked around. 'Cause I had a couple.
You pet some animals?
They didn't have.
You ordered a tractor. When's it coming in?
That's the thing. You could order a tractor or like a peanut combine or
A peanut combine.
like a.
Picks the peanuts for you.
I guess
You
the
shake
peanuts
them
grow
off.
in the ground.
How
or
they
like
do
off
it,
the
Earl?
back.
Pick that plant up, shake them off like that.
They're in the ground. They ain't on the bush.
Oh,
Where in the world are you been?
Hold on, whoa, just a minute. You
was
saying
thinking-
peanuts grow up on the ground and there ain't no bush on top?
They the
He was
bush,
thinking
but that ain't
grapes.
how you get them. You dig the whole bush up and get the roots off.
Well, that's what I said. What to do? Pick up the bush and shake it real bad?
Well, you made it sound like you shaking it off the bush, like a damn blackberry bush or something.
The hell you talking about, Earl?
yeah.
It's
So
like
you could.
taters. You got to dig them small dickers up.
Yeah.
If you got a peanut combine, you don't. It go down. I bet just like you and them damn well pumps.
Woo.
It's got a thing. It comes down there like a big old hand. Comes down there and grabs that plant, jerks it up out the ground, takes it over here and sticks it over the bin over there and gets all them peanuts off and then throws it over there somewhere.
I bet that ain't how it works, and
Well-
we'll see when Caleb's combine
Well-
gets here next week.
Well, see, we didn't know how your well pumping worked either, and we told you how we thought it worked.
And I'm telling you how you think this damn peanut combine works. I bet ain't how it works either.
Well, next week we can get you, we'll know.
We'll know.
The problem is I don't know how I'm gonna pull it. My truck's 2-wheel drive. It's not gonna go through a field of, if it's wet, it's not going.
You got a big lawnmower?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there we go. But you could buy farm implements and all that. But there were no. It was a farm show, and there wasn't one single animal.
Well,
I
I'd
thought,
been disappointed in that.
This is a waste of time. What am I even doing? And then I remembered, oh damn, I got a job to do. It pays me money. I was like, ain't no damn petting animals here. Like, I'm gonna set up I told the people at work, I was like, hey, we need to put up a booth at the show, and they're like, you think so? You think it'd be worth it? I was like, I don't know if it'd be worth it, because I don't want to put none of our product in there. And they're like, you just want to sit there and talk to people? I was like, no, I'd like to have like a, them little baby gates
Yeah.
that you put on the door so they don't fall down the steps.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a series of those and put inside with like a little bit of hay or a little bit of like a patch of grass or something, and have a couple of animals in there that people can come by and pet.
You talking about like a goat and
Two pigs and
Maybe like a sheep
and a horse?
and like a no.
little Shetland pony.
I might have one of those. I'd have one of those mini donkeys.
There you go.
Yeah, like what is it? So it's a Shetland pony and like a Richland donkey or whatever.
I don't recall what. I'm sure they got some kind of. We'll go with Richland.
Yeah.
I don't recall it because I never knew to start with.
It's like
A Richland goat.
well, no.
Is that, you got some
donkey.
land down Richland, don't you?
Yeah, sure
You
do.
got any goats down there?
Not that I know of.
Well,
I got boxes. Patton Butts has got some cows.
All I'm saying is, whenever you leave here, I might ride by and just see what you got. Because
There's a little acreage there. We could house them there in between trade shows.
there we go.
We got a spot over in Richland where we could hem the Richland donkeys up. And
Yeah, I think we had like a mini donkey and like a maybe a small goat, or maybe a normal sized goat, and then like one of the little mini fainting
pygmy
goats.
goats, ain't that what?
Yeah.
Pygmy goats.
And then like a little sheep or something. Like what is one sheep? Sheep sounds like plural, like deer. Deer is many.
But it's not. It's
Sheep
one of them
is-
confusing things about the English language.
Yeah.
You can have one sheep or 42 sheep.
that'd be sheep, sir.
No.
Sheep, yeah. We don't need many sheeps. We need
And listen,
one
and
sheep.
it's deers. Deers.
What I am is a helper. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. Because
Hold on just a minute. What did you just say
I'm a helper.
after that? There's a whole lot of stuff you don't know. Is that what you said?
About well pumping, that's correct. That is correct. And don't want to know. I told Jared that up front. I said, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a well pump specialist. I'm not a dang nothing. And I don't want to be. I will help you. You got to tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to learn why you put a 1 horsepower 7 GPM versus a half horsepower 10 GPM. Why you pick that pump over the other one, I don't want to know all the reasons why.
Yeah.
How deep it is or how many gallons. I don't care.
You come in with a bad attitude, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did.
But you're the expert on the electrical side.
That's correct.
There
I'll
we go.
get you 110 or 220, whichever you want.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
I just borrowed
but
500.
all that. There's CPVC, PVC, PEX.
What's all that stand for?
I don't know.
Oh,
Again,
Don't
and
matter.
don't care.
Yeah.
He picks that out and says we're gonna run this. There's a darker blue pipe called service water pipe.
Yeah, like poop pipe.
No, this is service
Oh.
water. This is clean water. What you see like the town. It's called service water pipe. I don't know why. I don't care. There's that kind of pipe.
That's not your drinking water.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't do the other, once it gets to the sink or the stove or the shower, that's where we stop.
I got you.
Once it hits that drain side,
Yeah.
nah, we ain't.
That ain't your deal. You ain't doing no damn dirty water or no
No,
poop
clean
pipe.
water on. We'll get it to your house and into your house, and that's all we do.
That's really we didn't know if you ate breakfast yet or not. Cause we got you a pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
This is gonna work out well, I'm sure. They help me. They help me. I want you to look.
Look at that pizza box, Earl.
28 inches is what it says.
That's what she said.
Now, which snack was it?
That was Super Bowl snack. We got I told Dad normally, we'll get a couple things of wings and we'll get a couple pizzas, and eat on them. Well, it was just 4 of us, and I told Dad, I said, I'm just gonna get one pizza. And so when problem was I had to bring that over here a little early. Yeah. So when I did, Dad was.
Well, it won't go through that door. I mean, if you hold it straight like that, it'll go through the door, but barely.
Yeah. Dad was on the porch. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm just dropping off a pizza." He said, "Oh, you are?" I said, "Yeah."
Stick it in the microwave.
Yeah.
I said, I just got one, and I took it out of the back seat of my truck and laid it on the bed cover on my truck. And he said, "Shit, I'm glad you just got one."
Because it's hanging over both sides of the bed of the truck.
Honestly, if it was about 2 inches bigger, I'd have had to put it in the bed of my truck to get it here. I had to push my front passenger seat all the way forward to get it to sit flat in the back seat.
That's the biggest pizza I've ever seen, Earl.
Yeah, me too. That's a record.
When the little girl, she was a little girl. When she went, I went and picked it up. I said, "Hey, I'm here to pick up for King. I had one pizza," and she said, "Oh, you got the big one?" I said, "Yeah."
Did I?
And she looked at you and go, "Oh, never mind. Yeah, I know you got the big one."
Yeah, she looked at me. She was like, "Yeah, you did." I was like, "Yeah, I did." And so she brought that thing up. Her and another lady were holding it on each side. She brought that thing up to the counter and she sat it down there. And I said, "Damn, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be."
But I can still knock it out, I believe.
And she said, "Thought the same thing about you when you came in here." I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, so she gave me that, and I was like, "Does it?" She said, "Yeah, it fits out the door." I was like,
"We got double doors."
I said, "Okay." So I went out and I thought, "Oh, this is hilarious," But the problem is that pizza, I think it feeds like 8 to 10 people, which I didn't need. But I thought, "Oh, let me get the big one. That's gonna be funny."
Well, we're talking 8 to 10 normal people.
Yeah. Problem is 3 of the people who were eating it are normal people. I was the anomaly. So whenever I brought it out to the truck, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be hilarious." I thought I'll just sit in the front seat. And then I looked and I was like, "No, I won't." Then I sat it on the bed of my truck and I was like,
How am I going to get this thing home?
Yeah.
Let me call Earl. He got a trailer.
Yeah. So I was like, so I slid the front seat all the way up, weaseled it in the door and sat it down. I started laughing. I was like, "Damn, this is hilarious."
And of course, he didn't think about videoing any of it. No.
Well, I was by myself, so it'd be tough to hold that full of pizza because it's probably about 6 pounds of pizza. And I honestly, because when I was carrying it across traffic to get to my truck, I was trying to one-hand it like a pizza servant. And like
the people blowing the horn at you and shit.
Yeah, people were shooting me the bird, and they did not want me doing it. But I was trying to do that, and I got some pretty big hands, but that is nowhere. I mean, I can hold 6 regular pizzas like this, one hand, no problem.
Oh, I'm just glad I didn't see you. If I not know you and I see you walk across there holding that pizza, I say, "Fat boy,
Yeah,
is one all you gonna eat?"
Your little snack.
yeah. Did you get enough? Yeah. But then the wind picked up and it was kind of wobbly, and I was like, "Whoa, I better get this."
Like to blew you away.
I better get this thing more secured. So we got the one pizza, and we thought you would enjoy seeing that big a pizza.
And I did. That's good.
Well, here's what's going to happen is the next time you need a pizza, you're going to be like, "Hey, okay, you bring me a pizza," and you're going to be like, just like a small personal pan from pizza, and I'm going to be like, "Yeah, I'll bring you," and that's what I'm showing up with.
And
What I wanted to do, Earl, is I wanted to get because the pizza was cut in little squares about that big.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I wanted to
cut
get
square.
Yeah,
I was trying to picture it cut.
I was wanting to get one of them squares and put it in that box and take that and put it on your front porch and ring the bell and run. But we wasn't gonna run fast. We're gonna let you see us getting in K's truck driving off.
Well, I would have probably figured it out pretty quick. It was gonna be either you or Ronnie, one of the two.
Damn, somebody brought me a pizza, a little stamp of pizza. Speaking of which, I saw something on the other day on the internet from Wikipedia that said they love. Hold on. What you're talking about is like where the preacher lives beside the church.
Parsonage.
Oh, I thought it was a vestibule. I thought that's what you was talking
No,
about.
vestibule's like a.
That's where you get
area.
baptized at.
Parsonage is like what they give out in war when you're hungry.
No.
Oh.
And the vestibule's where the swim pool.
Oh. So, but that you're talking about a monument for Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we got some accolades last week.
Who did?
We did, but your boys.
Oh.
I mean,
How did they keep sending them to you and not letting me know? I'm the one with all the damn. I got 47 email addresses.
what do you mean sending them?
Did you? I don't. What are you talking about? You're going to tell a story. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think he does either.
We got. I had to go buy it.
Oh.
Oh, we got an accolade that we purchased. You purchased.
I think to say we. That
Maybe wait a second. I'm thinking about what's that stuff you spread on your toast?
Avocados.
Marmalade. That's it. Marmalade. That's what we got. Marmalade last week.
Well, there's a big difference in accolade and marmalade.
Yeah. If you have marmalade, you should share it. Don't just keep it to yourself.
Well, I am going to share it.
Oh, okay.
I said I got us some. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
bad. No, I was thinking that a parsonage was what they gave out in war if you were hungry. What is that called?
That's called a ration, isn't it? Or
Yeah. Speaking of which, Wikipedia wants you to know about a couple times a year when you go. I don't know if you're familiar with Wikipedia, but it's like you remember them old books that you had to buy the whole series of to learn shit back in the day.
encyclopedia.
Yeah, it's like that, but online.
Right.
And the problem is anybody can edit it, so it's not all factual. Yeah, but some of it is fairly factual. They want you to donate money to them because they're a nonprofit. And so I saw this week, I was looking up something that I needed to know. Is that real or could it be? And it said that Wikipedia loves folklore.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, that's fine. You can love it, whatever. And it said, would you donate to Wikipedia for folklore? And then I thought, well, no. One,
start with.
Not going to do it. But then I thought, what are you giving the money to? Like a
Sasquatch.
A Minotaur. Or
Lizard
like
Man.
A vestige of Peter Pan or Peter Piper, either one. Or like, are you giving it to Rapunzel so she can finally get a haircut?
Hold just a second. What's a vestige?
I don't know.
It's like a small ghost or something.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to go there. I just let it go.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I wish I hadn't asked.
He's making this story up, and I'm not going to interrupt.
If you imagine like Peter Piper, you know what I'm saying? He picked
a pail of peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was the guy that rats followed everywhere.
No.
That wasn't him?
Who was that?
I don't know. Don't you know that story about over there in Ireland somewhere? You know, he went down playing his piper down through the streets and all them rats followed him around.
Peter Piper, that was Peter the Pumpkin Eater
Oh, yeah.
or something. I don't know.
He just had a bunch of rotten pumpkins, and the rats were like,
Threw them at him, yeah.
Yeah. But I thought, what are you donating money to? The people who dress up on the weekends and go to medieval festivals and shit? Like, I don't think this is a worthy cause for you to ask me, hey, will you give $2? No. I'm not folklore is totally made up.
Yeah.
So
you don't have to pay people to tell you that.
I would rather you just say, hey, will you let me hold $2 than say, hey, would you donate $2 to folklore? No, all that shit's made up.
Let's make up our own folklore. Is that what's called folklore? Fork and spoon, fork, knife, folklore. What's it called, Earl?
Folklore.
Yeah.
Like
folklore.
Folklore with like
no L.
Folklore.
Drop the L. Folklore.
Yeah,
folk.
There's also an L in it. Like folk.
Folklore.
Like,
Easy now.
Yeah.
Easy.
Folklore. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
And drop the L, you said.
The
So
first,
it's F-O-K. Folklore.
folklore. There you go.
Sure. Yeah.
So be careful how you say that.
Yeah.
Let's make up our own folklore.
Don't say it fast. I think we just did. There's a guy who loves rats and pumpkins and plays a whistle
the flute.
or whatever. Yeah. But I thought,
Lives in Ireland.
I'm not donating to that shit. Like, I'd rather you just say, hey, can I hold $2?
Well, now that we've put out our folklore, audience, could you send us a little bit of money to help us with our folklore?
Yeah,
we got
we don't
more
know.
stuff to make up.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, it's a good, very
And
good
plus,
point.
could you send us something and tell us how to spell it? Because we're not sure.
Yeah,
We ain't
don't-
sure where the hell the L goes.
Yeah, we're not exactly
Where the hell
sure.
the L goes? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I like that.
We're not exactly sure what we're doing with folklore.
Again, be
You know
careful.
what I'm saying? Don't say
Now, that might be Chinese now, so
There you
think
go
about
messing
that.
with that thing.
Well, I'm
You
trying to
got on
get
me
down.
about messing with it, and there you
Well,
wasn't
see,
messing with
well,
it.
see,
I quit messing with
well,
it.
you need to quit because you went messed it up.
if it's folklore, then it is Chinese.
That's what I'm thinking. Because if you go by a Chinese restaurant,
Oh yeah, you can order it.
yeah, it's got it spelled up there.
You can order some dim sum folklore.
Yeah, folklore man. You can get all that stuff there.
You can.
Yeah, on chow.
Have you ever
from what I
noticed? Have you
understand.
ever noticed that you go by a Chinese restaurant and out back where the dumpsters at, there's about 6 cats.
Sometimes ain't but 3.
Yeah, depends on what day.
Depends on what's on the menu. for
So
the
say
day.
on Monday morning after a weekend, there ain't no cats.
Yeah, I don't like going to them because of that fact. Like, especially if they have like a buffet
Yeah.
and they got these chicken skewers that this chicken was
Chicken is
underdeveloped.
a very loose term.
Yeah, this chicken right here was premature, if it's chicken at all. So I ate. There was one up in West Union that was in like a shopping center shopping area, and I didn't think this is back when I was a teenager. I didn't have a lot of money, so I just go in there and you get the buffet for about $7. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I'll go in there and eat a bunch of sweet and sour chicken, and they had skewers of I think it was like chicken skewers or maybe like steak skewers, and rolled up in there, looked at a couple of them, and I was like, that doesn't look like any kind of steak I've ever seen. I guess if that chicken was a premature chicken, it could be chicken meat, but it looked an awful lot like cat thighs.
And you went on down to the Dairy Queen and got your.
That's
little
when that
steak.
Chinese woman said, "Oh no, you too fat. No, you don't eat. You leave now. You leave."
Buffet. I'm like, oh, I already paid for it. She's like, yeah, do. I'm like, well, so you enough. I'm like, oh, I'm enough? She's like, you had enough. I'm like, I haven't even eaten anything yet. She's like, yeah, you enough. You
We
go
know
now.
how much you're going to eat.
You must go now. I'm like, okay, all right, come in here, whatever.
Hey, Lordy.
And then I did see one other thing I wanted to mention to you guys about.
While you're traveling.
No, I saw this on the news.
Oh.
The news, like the chicken skewers. Apparently, there's rules of war.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know all of them. I don't know if there's like a rule book. Or
Well, first of all, who made up the rules?
They had a group that met at The Hague and decided this is what the ruals are going to be.
See,
How
you making up shit
conduct
now, Earl.
warfare.
They met at the Hague.
The Justice
Is that short for house? Or what the hell's a Hague, Earl?
It's a building in
Germany, Switzerland,
Switzerland, I think, or Sweden, Switzerland.
probably Switzerland.
Y'all making stuff up just as hard as you can go. Well, first of all, Hague.
It's called folklore.
Well, you got a good start on it.
But they was
Hague, I
talking
thought
about-
that, if somebody called me a Hague, I'd be pissed. You old Hague goo. Well, why are you calling me that? See? A
There used to be
Hague.
like a General Haig, wasn't he? Or Admiral Haig, or General? Wasn't he like the Chief Army Chief? of
He was in
Staff
the
or
he was in the
something, wasn't
Swiss Navy. Is that what you're
he? He
saying?
might have been. But I think he was like.
He was the guy who came up with those little pocket knives nobody fucking wants.
Alexander Hague. Is that who you're talking about?
Maybe.
Now you making shit up because you could throw Alexander in front of any old name and it might be right.
Well,
So,
Did you know that the people that make Swiss armies made a bicycle?
Does it fold out of your pocket like the little
Pretty
knife?
much.
it folds up. I seen one at Honda store. Honda sells them too. At the Honda store.
Lee Barrett up in Westminster has got a Swiss Army bicycle in his little display windows. You know, he's got them goats and ducks and foxes and stuff. He's got a Swiss Army bicycle.
This right here, it folds up and you carry it like a briefcase. The tires fold up underneath it and go up in it, and the handlebars fold down into the side of it. It's neat as crap. It's an electric bike. I mean, and you carry and it folds up and you carry it like a briefcase.
It would be. You could make it even smaller if it was a Swiss Army unicycle, like we talked about last week.
It's a little bit more difficult to ride, though. I mean,
Yeah,
but if you know how to ride one, it'd be convenient.
You know who invented it?
You just take the handle and push the button and go, and that baby will fold out like that, and you just jump on it and take off.
You know who invented the unicycle, don't you?
Probably a clown or a homosexual.
Alexander Haig.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I knew him.
I saw that on the news that they had something about.
Wait a second before you go on. You was fixing to tell a lie about Alexander Haig about up in the Hague somewhere. Somebody made up rules about war.
Yeah.
That was the Justice League, is what he was saying. It was Batman, Superman,
Iron Man.
Iron Man. No, he's different. Iron Man wasn't in it. The Wonder Twins, remember that? Where they were like, Wonder Twins, be an animal. And then they would turn into animals. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope. I better do remember Power Rangers.
They were not part of the Justice League. They were like an offshoot of the Justice. They were like the
JV team.
yeah, basically. But they said something about Israel or Hamas or not Uzbekistan, but
wait a second before you go on about that too.
Yeah,
that Hamas stuff you talking about? Ain't that what they sell in the store? Can't you buy Hamas stuff?
You can buy a jar of Hamas. Yes, you can.
Well, what is it named after them over there in them shooters?
That's been my question for a while. How does a community like that, Gaza Strip, what's their income source? Well,
that's what we talked about last week with Yemen, with the rice, and
the
rocking chairs.
Is that what if you go to the store and you buy some of this Hamas? Did that come
you supporting them?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I thought that was the same thing, but I was afraid to ask there for a long time.
Well, I can't guarantee that it is, but it sounds too close for comfort, so I avoided it all costs.
Now, before you go on, don't forget we got to go over these rules of war.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say that they said that the rules of war basically said this, like you have to follow the rules of war when you're doing war. And I thought, okay. What are
That's
they?
an oxymoron right there, ain't it?
Yeah, and then they were like, you can run up and shoot someone in the face during war, but you have to let them know, hey, we're doing war. I'm like, I don't know if that's how it works. Like, if you was Israel and I was Hamas, I'm not. Beard just not a part of it. But if I was going to come shoot one of y'all, do I have to say, war, and then shoot you, or do I have to announce it?
Apparently, according to Alexander Haig, you do.
Do you have to do like 10 paces? Like, hey, guys, we're going to do some war real quick, so let's get back to back.
Get ready.
Take 10 paces, and then turn around and war the shit out of each other. And I'm like, if you're doing war, it's like pick up basketball.
I thought
There's
war
only
was
so many rules.
I thought war was like when you snuck up on somebody and cut their goozle out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's where you get into what's called guerrilla warfare.
War's in it. Warfare. War's part of it. So
war's not fair, and war don't need to have rules.
Or monkeys.
Agreed.
But if you could convince a monkey to cut the goozle out of somebody, now we're talking.
You've got an upper hand.
I heard that the Germans they trained big old black bears to carry bombs and stuff up to the front line.
I saw a thing on that. I know they did train dogs.
German shepherds.
They trained dogs.
Germany.
Go underneath a tank. Mm-hmm. They trained them that's where their food would always be, is under a tank.
Oh, damn.
And they would take them out the front line and strap a bomb on them and send them to that tank, and that dog would go under the tank, and the bomb would go off. Of course, killing the dog, but blow the tank up.
Yeah.
I have seen that on History Channel.
Well, here's the question I had about that when I saw about them bears, them big old black bears. Well, first of all, how are you going to convince that bear to go up there? I mean,
you train them. You don't have to convince them. You train them that if you'll take this and go up there, you'll get a doggy treat or a bear treat, whatever a bear treat. It may be a little fish or something.
Like a buzzard.
So they don't know what they're doing. They just know that if they'll take this thing you hand them and go up there to that guy with the funny looking hat, he'll give you a treat.
Yeah. with the fez.
Yeah,
like
that's all. That's all they knew. That's what they did. Is, well, give me that. I want a treat. I'll run up there real quick.
Hell yeah, we could.
Well, I tell you one thing. I'd hate to be a he jazzer and wearing that little thing.
Yeah, that bear gonna come up one of the damn
Yeah,
trees.
yeah. And you can't run that quick. I don't think.
I think maybe that's what we should do. We should move away from actual doing war. You know, men
Start a new kind of war.
Yep, animal warfare, not solely gorillas. Because we could make a surplus of Shetland ponies, put a bomb. You know, you can't strap it to them; they'll see it coming. You got to sneak it in them.
Yeah.
What about buzzards? They could bear drones.
Right in the
you know,
strap little cameras on the little buzzard head and look around.
You
the
put
bomb and when we put one of those shockers on, when we shock him, he got to drop that bomb on him.
There you
See?
Yeah. Or we could get Shetland ponies or regular horses. Every horse. We could do all horses. America's weapon could be horses because I don't want no more. Get a pipe bomb right in the beehole. Send it over there to get an apple from.
Yep.
Anybody that we don't want to. Anybody we want to blow up.
There's your treat. You got to teach them who to go to get the apple. Because if you got your Army folks always giving them apples, they're gonna turn around and come back to you wanting an apple. Yeah. You got to teach them to go to that guy that's wearing the other color uniform.
That's got the best apples.
Yeah, he got better apples than we do.
We also need that. We also need uniforms. We don't need like military fatigues no more. Everybody's got them. Yeah.
Well, I'm not good about that. I think if you're gonna be on the front line, I want you dressed out and I want that everything perfect down through there, creased and iron, everything all the way down. Your shoes shine and all that. I want everybody that's going out to the front line. I want them to be looking like that to go out there and fight the war. We don't have this shitty ass war no more where you just wear old camouflage, and boots you half tie up, and then you got this little funny hat on. No, we're gonna dress up. We're going to war.
I was thinking the opposite.
You're gonna die pretty quick.
Yeah, I was thinking like football uniforms. Like we all need jerseys, so we know, hey, we're on the same team. You know, if everybody's got military fatigues on,
you don't know who's who.
You got to look at them real close with your binoculars and be like,
I think that's what you do right after you holler, "We're gonna do war."
Yeah.
We're skins, your shirts.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Shirts and here's what we're doing: shirts and skins war, putting bombs in horses, and announcing it before you actually do it. No more secret shit. No more shooting somebody from a mile away. We're going to do war, and we're going to do it up close and personal with horses specifically, uniforms.
Hey, listen. Now we got this far along. What we can do is, since we got to holler war every time we get ready to shoot somebody, we're going to strap a little bitty megaphone to them buzzards when we fly them over. And we war. We'll see the buzzards be flying over. That's all we got to do. Say war, and then the buzzards, they'll hear it down there.
Game. So now we're going to have to make a trip to Alexander Haig's house and tell him the new rules of war.
We got the upper hand now.
It's basically like Red Rover, when you would say, hey, send Earl right over. You know, Earl couldn't go till you told the other war team.
Yeah, Earl's coming, yeah.
You know, now we know. Now everybody knows the rules. There's no more secret war. There's, hey, if we're going to do war, you some bitches better be ready. We're going to do war.
We're going to get dressed up and we're going to do it.
I don't really like this idea.
Yeah, I think we're all dead.
Yeah.